Hello, welcome back to my vlog series. This is vlog number 6, Theories About Mass Media. I decided to go with agenda setting for our vlog this week. This is a theory that you may have some degree of familiarity with. It's something that kind of shapes our frame of reference at this point because of the prominence of media these days. So agenda setting is basically news outlets and reporters making choices about what they want to report on and how to report it to the public. So it kind of has to do with the level of knowledge that the public has on public affairs and different situations going on worldwide. So besides the fact that this is a really interesting theory, I decided to choose it because when I was studying abroad, I took a media studies class and an international mass media class, and we talked so much about agenda setting. I think there's a lot of really interesting questions to be raised in regards to agenda setting. Things like, to what degree are we entitled to knowledge, and how do we know that the knowledge that we're getting from the media is accurate and true? So I wanted to choose this theory because I do feel comfortable with it already, and I do think it's really interesting. So I think this theory has a lot of utility and staying power, so it withstands the test of time. However, I think it's a theory that's a little hard to measure and test. I think it would be difficult to collect quantitative data, especially on something like agenda setting. So I think that's the biggest setback with this theory, is just how hard it is maybe to get concrete testable data from it. So like I said, I think there's so many interesting research questions that could be posed regarding agenda setting. One thing that was interesting to me when I was in those classes studying abroad when I was in Kenya was just how the agenda differed in Kenya versus the United States. So I think that would be something that's really interesting to look at, is how location affects agenda setting. So this is another research idea I had, and this is a super broad question to ask, but I wonder kind of the degree to which the things that you hear in the media are true. So how much is news outlets and politicians and these high up people pushing this narrative on us, and how much is really true of that? So I think that definitely falls into the concept of agenda setting, and that's something that I definitely would like to know. Now, our super quick wrap up for this week. So agenda setting is basically selective reporting, making choices on what to report and how to report it to the public. So this theory is super useful. However, it's a little bit hard to test and measure, but it raises a lot of really interesting questions and a lot of really interesting research questions that you may already be thinking in your head as well, because I know I was when I was looking through this theory. So I hope that this was helpful to you, and I hope that you learned something about agenda setting. If you tune in next week, it'll be theories about organization. So I hope to see you soon. Have a good day.